I think I realize that the special jobs I had that I like, oh, where are they? I can't find them. They're not in career. They're over here. So I go in career, I do bonus jobs. They're of course not going to be here because they're not supposed to be. So, we'll finish up the bonus jobs. We'll do another one today. We have clean the mini golf course. Okay, can do. At the Muckingham Recreation Ground. I love that. But I don't have any other jobs. Yeah, that's fine. Also, my tea is done steeping. Oh no, I appear to require a blast of powerful water to clean away the stank. Welcome in, Mr. Necro. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, we're just trucking along here. They still won't let me use the brand new toy I have. Still have to use the old stuff. Lots of places for... It's a whole thing here, including a helicopter. So what is this exactly? Right, it's the mini golf course. It's, trying to make a joke. That's Laser Frog themed. Still want that, but I think I want this. But how you doing today, Mr. Necro? Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's see. What can I talk about for the day? It's not letting me up. Just want up so I can... Ah, too close. Okay, just relaxing with some tea in your stream for now as the snowfall started here. Hope you're well yourself. I'm doing okay. Throat's a little upset. That's also because I ate something maybe slightly more acidic. And because of that, I've had, well, like normally when I eat, I tend to have to clear my throat a bunch after eating. That's just how my body works. And eating something slightly more acidic and then having to do that is, kind of does a number on my throat. Otherwise, emotionally and mentally, I'm doing pretty all right. Just kind of taking it easy. Might have to come at this stuff from down here, but with a longer extension. Trying to jump, but the ladders are better than they used to be, but they're still really jank. Because you can still do what we used to be able to do before, where you can hang off the side of the ladder. It's a little bit still jank, but the main usage of the ladder is much better than it used to be. Oh, nice. I can see if I can jump and get that. See if I can get... There we go. Alright, we're gonna get up on these ramparts and then spray this down. Yay! Let's copy that message so we can you know, make it a bannable phrase. Copy and then ban. And then chatbot moderation tools. Word protection, word. Punishment is ban. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Bot, for providing me new ways to protect my channel. I appreciate it. It's gonna leave it to you so you can add it to the scripted. Yeah, I appreciate that, because otherwise I would have to go into my chatbot, like the actual chatbot chat, and then copy it from there, and then go to the moderation tools where the Twitch chat, apparently me as the streamer in my own chat room from my dashboard means if messages get deleted by moderators, I too no longer get to see them. And it's like, really, Twitch? What if I didn't have moderators? Granted, I would have to set up bots to do pre-bannable things like I just did, but you know, what if I didn't have moderators and a message just got deleted? It's like, okay, I guess I don't get to see what was said. So I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to get that added into the bannable words. Twitch is so weird with moderation tools. Like, you would think mod view would be a place where moderators can have full access to a channel for the purposes of moderation, but they still make you sit through ads in mod view, which kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, being in mod view. And then as a streamer, like, if messages get deleted, you don't get to see them. It's like, why not? I'm literally the streamer, Twitch. For all intents and purposes, I am basically my own moderator. They are also reported for being a bot, not that it'll do much. Yeah, I guess it'll, like, keep it from, like, ban dodging, but these bot accounts don't usually ban evade from what I know. They just kind of make a new one and go from there. I wonder if these special jobs I'm doing now were designed before the Trident nozzle came out. Like, this might be older content than the actual latest career levels, which I finished, which, you know, gave me the credits for the game. You know, like the end credits and all that. The older special jobs are predated. Yeah, I think I understand now. Because I'm like, why aren't these special jobs just letting me use my brand new toys? And it's because these are slightly older. And if I'm a little quiet during this segment, it's just because I'm taking the opportunity to let my voice rest. Oh, nice. I gotta learn to blink when I'm playing this game. Getting too into it. Alright. Time to dig out the shorter extensions. Gotta move the gnome. Nice. Alright, we are going to take a moment to have our tea before it gets cold. And then we're going to have a chat while we do so. I will continue to spend the time during the PowerWash simulator segment to talk about D&D. I just noticed the person I banned, because they're obviously a bot with, you know, the whole buy followers thing, their name was Worthless Base. Yeah, pretty fucking worthless, alright. Just making a joke at the bot's expense. I hope they don't mind. D&D. I'm working on converting the third-party adventure for 3.5 or 3rd edition D&D to 5th edition. And I'm basically converting all my Word documents into Google Documents. So that way I can access them on my phone. Specifically for when I actually go to run the adventure, that I don't either have to print them out or use a laptop that doesn't work. So I figured my phone works just fine. I could just load up Google Docs and use that. And I'm at the point with my document with the adventure I'm converting that I'm actually adding stuff to it and not just copying it over to Google Docs and then correcting mistakes. I'm adding to it. So, I am getting excited to get that continued to work on. And I needed a bit of a mental break from converting that adventure, so I started working on converting or continuing to convert the arms and equipment guide from 3.5 edition to 5th edition. And I'm at the point where I'm still copying the Word document over to Google Docs, but I'm almost pretty close to the point where I stopped with the previous document, and we'll be adding to it. And some of the items in the arms and equipment guide might be like, why would I ever pay for this? This doesn't have, not pay for this as in the document, but like the actual item in game. Why would I ever buy a sackcloth chemise? Or a pair of mittens or whatever, when they don't really have any in-game effect. And the thing is, what if the player wants to buy something like that, but there's nothing in the book detailing how much it would cost or how much it weighs, when that's covered now? Because D&D is more than just, I want my video game bonus for having a piece of white level common gear. Like, nope, that's not in D&D. I mean, it is to an extent, but not in that same way. Same thing with, like, in the arms and equipment guide, there's a whole big section on just food and seasonings and spices. And they have different costs and weight. And you might be, well, there's no bonus or anything to eating food. It's just required. And it's like, but what if your character was a chef? What if they had one of those special 5e D&D feats that allowed them to heal people by cooking food? Yes. And then you could get even more in depth with it. You're role-playing that you want to become a master chef, and you go adventuring to either get money to support that hobby, slash career, or you're looking for bizarre exotic ingredients. So like, I think it would be really cool to have this stuff. Plus, Arms and Equipment Guide has new mechanics, new magic items, all that sort of stuff. It has several guidelines for dungeon masters and players alike. And I think that's what's really, really lacking in the 5e books is stuff for DMs. Like, even the Dungeon Master's Guide fails to properly guide the Dungeon Master on how to run a game. Especially considering the first thing the Dungeon Master's Guide tells you how to do in the first few pages is how to create a multiverse. That's not how you start a D&D campaign. That's like, no pun intended, that's end game stuff. That's like end game, I'm finishing my campaign setting kind of thing. And I would argue that it's probably the last thing that DMs ever think about for their game world. Like, how to create a multiverse. Like, why is that the first thing in the book? The first thing in the book should be an example of how to run a combat encounter. And then, after that, it should be an example of how to handle role-playing encounters. And then after that, it should detail how you should set these things up. The two main things that the players will come across that DMs will need to know how to handle. Role-playing and combat. But the first thing in the Dungeon Master's Guide is how to create a multiverse. That's not even counting all the other problems in the Dungeon Master's Guide. And the other books are mostly geared towards players and not barely ever so much as the DM. Most of the stuff the DM gets in new books in 5e is more monsters that all kind of still suck to use. Not to mention they're changing the lore to be more family friendly, and I don't mean that as in they removed that it's bad that they removed the quote-unquote racist stuff. As far as that stuff's concerned, that's low priority for me. But they changed some of the monster lore, so it's not as dark. So, because I was watching a D&D Shorts video, D&D Shorts being this one YouTuber who, well, makes a lot of D&D Shorts, you know, does short-form content, and it's all D&D themed. And he made a comment in one of his longer form videos where he said he makes guides on a children's role-playing game. And I'm like, initially my reaction was, hold on, D&D's not a children's role-playing game. And then I thought, no, wait, it is. 5e is a children's role-playing game. And I have heard the term before, baby's first tabletop. And it's not just because the mechanics are easy. It's because they changed the lore to be more family friendly. And I am disappointed in that. Nothing's stopping you from using the old lore, you racist Grognar. And it's like, nothing's stopping people at the table these days from changing the lore themselves. It could be applied both ways. But yeah, as far as the quote-unquote racist stuff, I don't necessarily agree with the sentiment behind it, but I do agree with the change. Like, let's make it so that the fantasy races are not just all completely one thing. Like, drow are not all evil. And even so, people can still make D&D worlds that where that happens, where all drow are evil. But that's the it's my table and I'll do what I want kind of thing. And that's not inherently racist to do that. It's just still like, what if a character wants to play a drow, or, you know, or the, you know, more generic term, dark elf. What if they want to play a dark elf? Are they just limited to being evil, or are they the, you know, quote unquote exception? Are they the tamed savage? Like, it's not exactly a welcoming environment for that kind of thing. So I'm all for making that sort of change. And personally, I think there are more to fantasy cultures than just they raid and steal and rape and pillage. Like, there's more to a creature's culture than just that. Than just giving characters a reason to go fight and kill them mercilessly. Welcome in, Kitty. Hello. Prepare for your invasion of space. Ooh. Speaking of, is there any new news about Starfield? Like, because I'd like to get it this year. Well, I'm still gonna give it a week. But I'd like to get it this year, but I don't know when it's supposed to come out, and I haven't heard anything about an official release date. Did you not? I did not. I don't know. You did, in fact, not. Well, I'm very sheltered. Jokingly, of course, I'm a white boy from South Dakota. I'm very sheltered. Let's see, what's this? We may take a break from this to, let's see. Official launch trailer, okay. Hold on. I'm going to make a separate recording for this, so my recordings are going to be split up. So let me go ahead and stop the recording here. Alright, we're back from reacting to Todd's Toddfield. When Todd is talking... well, that's in the background. That's not... My focus is on Todd since he is in the foreground. Alright, back to cleaning a golf course. I'm only... actually, we should go back up there to finish this off. Music time. So, yeah, I guess there is a release date for Starfield now. Again, I'll say it again for the third time. I'm giving it a week. I liked the look of what is probably a dungeon, although I did make the off joke that it looked like an alien dungeon, because it does. It just looks like an alien ruin from Oblivion. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm giving it a week. 7:45 p.m. food. All right, Kitty. Enjoy that food. We will be here. We will see you when you return. But yeah, I'm giving Starfield a week. If in a week it's a Fallout 76 situation, I'll show you an alien dungeon. No, I mean Aliid. I should enunciate better. Like Aliid, like Oblivion dungeon. But anyways, if it's a Fallout 76 situation where it's a disastrous launch, then I think I'm not getting it. At least not until they fix it. However, if it's a Fallout 4 situation of it's a Bethesda game, so it's buggy, and some design choices aren't necessarily the best, then I think I might still consider getting it after a week. But there's going to be very few video games that I treat with, you know, getting it at launch these days. Pretty much that's reserved exclusively for Dynasty Warriors games, which we have not heard on anything since, you know, New Year's Eve. Well, maybe more like New Year's Day, but still, and since New Year's of this year, which was at the start of the year, and it's now March. So, yeah, there are very, very few games that I will buy at launch anymore. Because Ghost Recon Breakpoint taught me that I have the capacity of being addicted to video games, even when I do not enjoy it. So I'm not going through that again. If I go through that again, I'm gonna quit video gaming. I'm gonna quit playing video games if I go through another video game addiction. And that's no shit neither. Like, when I dealt with the video game addiction the first time, I was very, very heavily considering not playing video games anymore. So when it comes to Starfield, I will wait a week. If after a week I still want to buy it, I'll buy it. And I'll pretty much have the money at the ready. But if Todd fails with Starfield, if it becomes lol, star fail, then I think I'm just going to spend my money on something else. Probably another video game. Now, if it was Elder Scrolls 6, I don't know. I don't know if I would be willing to wait a week. I think I'd probably buy it at launch. But again, that's one of those, you know, rare situations that I would do that. I just hope Gamer.io version Infinitum, Creation Engine 2.0 is actually a full-on improvement. Well, they said there was an improvement. They've been improving the engine while you know, before all this new stuff with Starfield. Like, they said that they were improving the engine for Starfield. Just, that remains to be seen. And I will stay cautiously optimistic that, you know, the Creation Engine will still be the Creation Engine, but maybe they've made some improvements, and we get to see some of those improvements bear fruit in Starfield. Regardless, I do like that they haven't switched engines, because the Creation Engine, being what it is, makes modding, you know, creating mods and all that, not necessarily simple, but, like, I don't think modding would be the same without the Creation Engine. And I think and when it comes to Skyrim, I think the ability to mod it as much as we have been able to is owed to the fact that Skyrim, at vanilla face value, is extremely simple, with very, very basic gameplay mechanics, very rudimentary, like, not very good storytelling, and the fact that it's such a blank slate really makes it one of the best modding platforms disguised as a video game. And I don't think I want that to change. I just want the engine to be improved, is all. And plenty of studios still use the same engine they've always used. Just they updated it to where, you know, it's a brand new version of the engine, but like, look at Ubisoft. They use the Anvil engine for quite a lot of their games. But I'm pretty sure they also, you know, update their engine regularly for, you know, new tech and all that. And that Bethesda is still more or less the same, just they don't really make a whole lot of games that quickly. And when they do, the updates to the Creation Engine are spare. They are very scarce. Look at his Froge. Look at him. I'm not saying Bethesda RPGs should be horrible, broken, buggy messes because they're still using the creation engine from Morrowind. But I do think I would rather have it still be the creation engine, you know, albeit with lots and lots and lots of updates. But Bethesda Game Studios makes, you know, doesn't make that many video games. They don't make them quickly, which is fine. But, yeah, they don't make very many video games. Specifically Bethesda Game Studios, not Bethesda as a whole. Bethesda as a parent company, you know, they make plenty of video games, but they also publish them, for the most part. Or they have other studios for developing their games, and not necessarily just one studio. And of course, making a game on the level of the Elder Scrolls or Fallout... Oh, hold on. One studio doing that? You know, although I'm sure the Bethesda Game Studio is very large as far as the employees go. Just guessing. I don't have any concrete proof. It's gonna take them a very long time. It's gonna take them a very long time to make those games. Oop. Game hitched. Now, the other kicker to Starfield is it better not have system requirements that my computer can't handle. Because that'll be a good way of me not buying it. And if it does have decent system requirements that I can run, it better not be a Skyrim/Fallout situation of it runs horribly. Nice. Just gonna check everything in here. I think we're good. Hold on, I'm on the wrong page here. Oh, nope, don't play that. Put that away. In before I, you know, post my reaction to the Starfield trailer, and people are like, she doesn't know anything about video games. Like, who's she? Who are you talking about? Although I suppose without a voice changer, it'll be easier to identify who I'm supposed to be. Obviously a cat. Obviously I'm a cat. If you couldn't tell. And if you see you popping achievements or refinements, because after all these years, I only just realized the achievement mod enabler, so they still pop in modded gameplay. I didn't realize you had to run SKSE and all stuff as admin. I'm an idiot. Fine. Speaking of, I've been tempted to because I don't know exactly how to do the achievement stuff with SSE engine fixes, because I do have that enabled, but I haven't gotten achievements for things that I clearly have done. So I'm wondering if maybe I would entertain a possible vanilla playthrough just so I can get all the achievements. Years of playing it, now they only just pop up. Yeah. Well, I don't care if a friend's achievements are popping up in my Steam feed. That's relatively a minor problem. Quote unquote problem. It's not really that big of a deal. Okay, those are done. So then we should do all this. But yeah, I am kind of looking forward to the Radiant style planets that they're doing. There's like, you know, a few thousand of them. Because if it's like go here, kill thing, get loot, that'll be really fun. Excuse me, really fun to do. You know, if I, you know, am getting tired of doing story stuff. And let's be real, when it comes to Bethesda RPGs, the main quest is not their strong suit. The strong suit comes from the entire game. So if I have opportunities to go to effectively thousands of dungeons, although I'm not saying that's what they're all going to be, that's just my own speculation. If I have the opportunity to go to thousands of dungeons where I can kind of turn my brain off and just go and kill shit and get loot, that's completely fine with me. Oh, he's a Bethesda shill. He likes Radiant quests. Yeah, sure, I'm a shill. Not saying people have said that to me. That's just how people tend to act. I like one mechanic in a video game, so I guess that makes me a shill. Also, Preston Garvey doesn't piss me off, because I'm not a 13-year-old boy. I actually have patience. I also don't make the same jokes for you know, 10 years. Arrow in the knee joke. Another sediment need your help joke. These certainly aren't old after the first 500 times they've been said. What I'm saying is, gamers think they're funny when they're not. It's also why I don't really consider myself a gamer. I've said this before. we go. Castle. Okay. That I gotta clean up better. Oh, probably because all this shit. Is this super dirty that I need to spray it down multiple times? I know this has got like... Alrighty. Ah, I see. There's paint on it. That's what... Or... It's apparently really easy to take off now. I don't know why. There we go. Hmm. Alright, my phone keeps going off. Just make sure that I'm not getting important messages, and the answer is no. No, I'm not getting important messages. Let go. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. It is so fun. Okay. I think we're gonna go to the other section of the upper part, which is over here. Ah, I keep falling. So many things to fall off. Very good. Keep falling. They have all these rails and they still don't protect me. Okay, can I grab another tool? Oh. My brain went, this is a helicopter. Because I only was looking at it from like over here. I'm like, there's a helicopter over there. Kind of still looks like a rotor. But it's just a windmill made of swords. Do I put my ladder on something like this? Grab the ladder. Can I put it here, please? Can I put it here, please? Thank you. Hang off the side here. Feels like I'm stuck in a Todd vortex. Too close to the ledge. You can't jump. On the ledge. You can't move. Okay, I think I need a bit of a longer reach here. Ah. Okay, got one more thing I want to do before we switch to Skyrim. I want to clean this tower. Okay. I think that covers that for today. So, with that, we're gonna, we're gonna switch to Skyrim.